Welcome to Exhibitor Lounge, sponsored by ExhibitEdge.com. Now, I'm your host and your trade show mixologist, Michael Gray. Here each week, you receive simple, practical, and proven tips to improve your trade show marketing strategy and get better results while maximizing your budget. Okay, whether arranging your own travel or using your corporate travel agent, it's always good to do some quick research to see what is available. Now, the online travel sites like Priceline or Expedia and Orbitz, they're good first lines of information to see what is out there. Now, some airlines do not partner with these travel sites, like Southwest Airlines. So knowing a few basics when doing your research is important. Now let me go over the process we use at Exhibit Edge to search for flights and get the best prices. So how do you pick a flight? Well, it's very coincidental that as I was doing some notes for this topic while at a show in New Orleans this past week, I picked up a paper that had this title in the money section. Flyers check travel sites, then buy from airline sites. Now this is what we do at Exhibit Edge. So why is this a good thing to do? When you go to online travel sites like Expedia or Priceline, you can see all the available airline flights from almost all the airlines at one time. Now many people use search engine consolidation sites like Kayak and TripAdvisor to compare prices for many online travel sites in one location. Now, I would recommend doing this as a first line of information, but then once you find a flight, book it directly through that airline's website. Now, the biggest reason is that if there's a canceled flight or you need to make changes, the airline cannot help you because you did not book through them. They will send you back to your booking site. Now, another big reason is that airline websites make it much easier to manage travel itineraries on a mobile device or through their website. All right, to give you some statistics from that article, it says that almost 60% of us buy our tickets directly from an airline. 30% buy from an online travel agent. 8% buy from traditional travel agents, and 3% say they don't book their own travel. Now here are some other tips for booking travel that comes directly from the same USA Today article. Number 1, airlines can have private sales reserving their best fares for their own websites. Number 2, if your travel dates are flexible, use a flexible date search, which will search a day or two before and after for lower fares. Kayak.com has a good flexible date calendar. Number 3, search often because fares fluctuate throughout the day, and the number of seats offered at the cheapest fares, well, they change frequently. Number 4, sign up for airfare alert emails. Now, I've also read in like the New York Times, cheapair.com, and on hopper.com that the best day to book is now on Thursday. But overall, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays are less expensive than the weekend. Now, what days you travel are much more important for saving money. Traveling on Tuesdays or Wednesdays are better than on Fridays or like Sundays. Well, the best lead time to book travel is an average of 54 days in advance, according to cheapair.com. Hey, I hope this gives you some good insight about who to book with and why and when to book and when to fly. Hey, happy travels. Next week we'll look at hotel pricing. Now, one last note. If you are an hourly employee, you need to look at the hours of fly time and compare that with the cost of the plane ticket. Now, sometimes it's less expensive overall to book a more expensive ticket with a shorter overall flight time. Do the math, especially if the time is billed to a client. Use the client rate to compare costs. As always, please respond with your questions or comments and let others know about ExhibitorLounge.com. Hey, we'll see you next week. Until then, I'm your host, Michael Gray, telling you, just relax in the Exhibitor Lounge.